Hi there, tarot lovers. Right, we have our card of the day, which is, take a look, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, well, who is the Knight of Pentacles? He is, and when I say he, it's a he, which doesn't really mean that it's has to be a male person in our lives or has to relate to us if we're a man, because it's just a masculine quality. And the masculine quality of the Knights is definitely this energy of doing, bringing, outward going motion, taking that element that the Knight is holding and sharing it in some way with the world. And so they are messengers and valiant, courageous, outward-going fighters for their element, or fighting for the message that they have to bring to the world, or maybe sharing in some way the awareness of what that element means to them, to us in this case. And this is that part of us that's not afraid to go out there and share what we feel about, in the case of Pentacles, our body, our wealth, our work, and this nature of connecting to that earthy, physical, material sense world of 3D reality. This is a Knight who, I mean, if you look at him, he's the only Knight who is quite stable and grounded and not moving. He's not moving because he's not really in a rush. He is very methodical and very focused, and he's not quick to act. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's definitely one of the most reliable tools, and he's definitely one of the stronger ones as well, in that he's the type of guy you can give him a job and he's going to go away and he can do it. He can get it done. You can have faith that this is the guy who's responsible, reliable, persistent, consistent, faithful and loyal. This is that energy inside of us that is grounded in who we are, enough to know what we want to do and how we can do it well. He's not going to be too rash or chaotic in his decision making, and he might take twice as long as other Knights to get around to actually moving his ass and doing something. But when he actually does, he'll get it done right first time, and he won't be having to repeat himself 10 times, and he won't be trying to rationalize what he's doing. He's the type of guy who can do the mundane and the repetitive and the monotonous work that sometimes we have to do. He's the person who gets his head down and just goes for it, boom, 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 boom. Some of us like that repetitive, monotonous type job, and others don't. This guy relishes in order and a discipline. So he's got a decent amount of discipline going on. If you see his image is a very dark horse and it's a big Shire horse. These are like powerful horses. The field that he's overlooking is ploughed. This shows that, hey, I am the one who's going to be doing that work, and I'm going to be responsible for bringing in the bread. Doesn't give so much importance to his passion or his intellect or even the way he feels, and he's not the greatest sharer of his feelings. He's not going to be the most passionate guy to be with, and he's not that most excited part of us inside of ourselves. But he is that consistent part. He's the slow is going to win the race type of guy. He's the tortoise that is just going to beat that neurotic hare every single time, because of his consistency and because of his slow step-by-step nature. This guy comes into my my life today, I think, because I had an unproductive day yesterday where I was distracted, and this guy is focused. This guy is just, he's not about setting huge goals that are unattainable. He's about setting the right goals that he knows he can achieve, and just about taking one step at a time and completing his tasks and cleaning up the space. He loves order. He's got this Kapha-like energy. Everything, the element Earth is very Kapha-like, if you know anything about Ayurvedic science. And so he's a little bit heavy and strong and sturdy, and he gives very much more importance to his environment and how it looks, and the way the material world appears is important to him, more than the ideals and the and transcending thought and becoming passionate with deep desires and love. His love language is more gifts and service, and this is what he does best, and this is where he shines. He's not going to be the guy who's going to excite you all the time, and he's not that part of us that might excite ourselves, but sometimes we don't need exciting. Sometimes we just need to get the job done, and we need a little bit of discipline. This guy is disciplined, and he is able to just plow through that field until the whole lot is done. And if you've got a few of those jobs to do, if you've got some of that energy is needed in your life right now, take a little bit of a moment, call upon the Knight, invoke the Knight inside of you. Say, I call upon the Knight of Pentacles to embody that persistence inside of me, and to embody that ability to do the mundane and really go through what is maybe not be the most inspiring thing, but to find that sense of worth through completing something. Find that sense of worth through just the doing instead of the goal. He will just be able to get in the zone and be able to complete the task better than anybody else, not because he's focused on the goal, but because he's focused on what he's doing and where he is in the present moment. This guy is the one who is naturally going to care for the world around him, and he's going to care for you, and he's going to care for you in your life. He's that part of you that cares for you, as well as that part, as well as that other person out there who's going to come in and care for you too. He has an important message, this guy, because he is not super ambitious, but is the guy that you can rely on so much that he is very safe to be around, and he gives you that sense of love and loyalty that will create the right boundaries in your life and protect you, and even support you in the ways that you need to feel supported in your life. So call upon this Knight, expect him to come into your life, bring him out inside of yourselves, and I hope this is a great message for you today, or whenever you see this. If it is, like, subscribe, and join our group on Facebook, and have some fun with us on that healing group. I wish you all a fantastic day.